Nirvana, the band that showed the movie, has brought back the magic of the movies. We already knew 2026 was going to be a great year for cinema. We're getting The Odyssey from Christopher Nolan, the new Narnia film from Greta Gerwig, and Dune Messiah from Denis Villeneuve, which I cannot stop thinking about that trailer. Actually, when I think about it, I think it's a little bit evil. They gave us this trailer in March, and we still have to wait till December. Like, come on. But anyways, I did not see this one coming. Nirvana, the band that showed the movie, is kind of perfect. I didn't really know much about Jeremy Carroll or Matt Johnson except from Blackberry, which I really enjoyed at the time, and like the unique style and great mockumentary techniques that you can see in Nirvana, the band that showed the movie. It's based on an obscure web series and Canadian comedy show where Matt and Jay are constantly on the hunt to book a show at the Rivoli in Toronto, but it never really works out for them. And you don't really need to watch the show before the movie, but I bet you want to watch it after. In the movie, Matt and Jay accidentally time travel to the year 2008. There's a certain kind of magic Matt Johnson is uniquely skilled at conjuring. It's boundary pushing but also gleefully aware of the boundaries. Matt Johnson and the team have just as much fun inside the box as they do outside of it. Multiple times watching this where I've involuntarily let out a jaw-dropping how in the terms of getting away with doing some of this for real, and how seamlessly blended in all the stuff they obviously couldn't have done for real was using invisible camera and VFX tricks, but also it leaves you wondering. I watched countless interviews after watching the film for Matt and Jay trying to break down how they built up some of these scenes, and as fantastic as it is, I still don't really get it, but I think this is something that I love so much. It reminds me of when we were kids and we weren't fully aware while watching a film what's real and what's not. You know, the magic of the movies and how it was created. You can tell the film is a work of art and a labor of love. It's very impressive and hilarious throughout. The mere fact that everything is filmed in public just blows my mind. The absolute ridiculousness of everything we're witnessing here in Nirvana, the band that showed the movie, is a sight to behold. At a certain point, you just find yourself getting on board with the sheer outrageousness of everything happening on the screen that you can't help but laugh along with the absurdity of it all. I don't even know how they got away with some of these gags and references considering the copyright legalities involved, which makes it all the more awesome. It's a miracle of a film, honestly. A pure example of what independent filmmaking is all about, and I'm still kind of awestruck by the way it hits all the right story beats while working in, so many unplanned, spontaneous stunts. Matt Johnson has climbed up to my list of filmmakers working outside of the industry template that I'm excited to keep following, and also coming back to his filmography, watching everything he's ever made. I love a funny movie that I can recommend literally to anyone in my life. It's an underlyingly silly story of evolving friendship with incredible set pieces that will leave you awestruck and in tears from laughter. The experience of watching Nirvana, the band that showed the movie, is to vacillate between the questions. Are they going to do this? How did they pull this off? It's just live wire filmmaking that subvert the rules of narrative storytelling to question your sense of reality, and it's so funny. I just keep saying that, but it's just the truth. The script is fantastic, filled with layered or recurring bits that even a newcomer can follow. These two also have such an incredible comedic timing that it allows the writing to speak on its own. The third act starts with a jaw-dropping twist that drastically changes the plot and that verbatimly keeps the story interesting. It's a wholly unique experience using a lot of well-known properties, and unlike a lot of shows that spin off into movies, this has a great standalone story while still creating intrigue about the source material. And I have to give props to the editing because it's just one of the best editing I've seen in films in a long time. There is this scene in this film where they cut between older footage of Mac and Jay from 20 years and the intercuts back and forth between that and the modern footage of them. The fact that those older footage weren't even initially shot to be cut like that is just pure genius. It's never break the illusion in both time periods at the same time. What really gets me is just how original it feels. I love this part. Honestly, I think it took me a second to understand what was going on. I just loved it so much. You can tell there's so much thought behind it, and even though it comes off so natural, that's what makes it even more impressive. I'm still actually in shock of how much I love this. It's incredibly indebted to various films, predominantly Back to the Future, of course, and roots a lot of it comedy within references and culture, something that is so easy to have backfire. And yet so many jokes here are very well constructed and clearly thought. But I think what I appreciated more about Johnson's and McCarroll's comedy series is how much of it is rooted in love. On a production level, the love of a filmmaker who is willing to make a more Hollywood-friendly biopic without compromising his artistic voice in order to fund his passion project. But also on a narrative level, it's just two friends who love each other so immensely, not even the universe can keep them apart. I just couldn't tell. I love this movie so much. I think it's one of the most exciting and fun watches I had in a long time, especially when it's a film that's not a spin-off of something. It is kind of, but you know what I mean. It's not this high production film that's boring, and I think comedies are just suffering so bad right now because they just keep doing the same thing that's not actually working. But this is just, it's unique, it's new, I haven't seen anything like it. Yeah, it's a very, very exciting film. So if you haven't watched it, you just run and watch that. If you haven't even, heard of Matt Johnson and Jake Maker, I think it doesn't matter, just give it a chance. I think this is the film for the people that just keep saying films are so boring right now, it all looks the same, it all feels the same. If you feel like that, just watch this film. It will change everything, because I think cinema is so exciting and there's a lot of great films that come out every year, but I think people just don't look for them, so just keep your search. You always find something as great as this one. So if it's in a cinema near you, go watch it with a lot of strangers. I think you'll have a great time. If not, get your family, friends, whatever, watch it, make your own opinion, and that's it.